We should be live in a few minutes. Oh, hang on a second. I forgot to move this to be bigger. We're not playing Little Witch in the Woods anymore, so I can be bigger again. There we go. Oh wait, hang on. You didn't see that. You saw nothing. Ho 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 ho. Fuck. Okay, so I am running late today. I apparently am going to be late almost every stream this week. I am sorry. I'm so sorry about that. What happened was, I was eating breakfast, and it took a minute for the biscuits to cook. Also, I had a lot of errands this morning. Oh, you know what? You know what? I forgot to do something. Hang on. Let me do something real quick. Hang on. Let me go into studio mode. Studio mode. All right, guys. So I have a special announcement for today, and I'm gonna tell you what that special announcement is in just a few minutes. Give me a second. I'm trying to. Let's see. Okay. Hang on. I feel like there's a. But there we go. That's the one I wanted. Oh boy, it's a good thing I am in studio mode, so you don't have to see how big this is. I didn't realize it was that big. Okay. I should have done this before I went live. I apologize. Hang on. Okay. Wrong one. Okay. Alright. Alright, and this here is my kitty, the Remy. Remy is going to be 2 years old today. It is her birthday. July 9th is her birthday. I have sang happy birthday to this kitty at least 3 times. Probably 4 times. I don't know. I've lost count. I just keep singing it every time I see her. And I love her so much. She is adorable and precious to me. For her birthday, I got her some waterless shampoo, so I sprayed it on her body, and now she smells nice and honey scented, which is adorable. And then I also got her a water fountain, so now she has a water fountain. I'm really excited that today is her birthday. Okay, announcement over. Anyways, fuck, I am not even ready. Well, I am ready, but I'm not ready at the same time. Like, for example, I haven't typed the advertisement for the stream. So, I probably should have done the announcement after I advertised the stream, because there's not many people in the chat, but that's okay. Alright, give me a second. Hello. The pick with Artfight tax. Let's go. Team Crystal. And watch me draw. Don't forget to check the new channel point redeems for my YouTuber model. Okay. There we go. Okay, we are now gonna copy and paste this to some Discord servers so people knows that we are live. There we go, there we go. Okay, Pickcord is done. Now to the Patreon. Patreon shall be done in a few seconds. Making sure to ping them. Okay. Alright, and And then I'm going to ping. Going to the self-blog. Advertising the stream. Advertising the stream. Cause I'm advertising the stream. Making sure to advertise the stream. Making sure to advertise the stream. The stream. The stream. I need to post in my art server since I'm doing art things. Oh, that's really fucking cool. That's awesome. So, one of the people that I really want to attack eventually is KB. KB is doing amazing attacks this year. Oh my god. Almost every attack I've seen from KB has been awesome. They are such a great artist. I probably should tell them this, but I feel bad saying it. Alright, here we go. Stream promo. That's what I need. And then this one needs stream promo. Here we go. Live streams. Why am I the only one posting in this thing? Alright. And then I think I will post in this one. Yeah, so I'll post in this one. And then I will post in the Nugget server, because Nugget is cool. Oh yeah, Nugget came to the stream the other day, it was nice. And then I will post in the support group. And then I will post in this one. Okay, we have successfully posted on the Discord servers. There we go, there we go. Hello? Hang on a second. Ba-da-ba? Okay. I guess I was just talking really low and the model wasn't capturing it. My bad. Okay. The last thing to do is to post on Blue Sky. So when we post on Blue Sky that I am live. Okie dokie. There we go. Hashtag Artfight. Hashtag small streamer. Hashtag Artstream. There we go. Alright, cool. We have posted on the Blue Sky and we have posted on the Discord servers. So we have properly advertised the stream. Now that we have properly advertised the stream, I'm going to switch over. Okay. Hello everybody. If you've never seen this before, this is Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions in the background. You can customize your own little avatar and you can have little companions. They did a collab with Among Us, so the last time we played this, we did the crewmate as the companion. However, I am going to change the companion. I feel like Teapot today. We will do Teapot. Look at the cherry blossom teapot. It's so cute. Ah, the cherry blossom teapot is so adorable. Okay, so then, actually, let's do, I wonder what she does in the kitchen, actually. What does she do in the kitchen? Does she do anything? No, not really. Oh well. Alright, but yep, this is my nice little thing. Oh, dude! Hello! How are you doing? Hang on, I have to sneeze. My nose is doing that thing. It's coming in a second. Am I gonna sneeze? Okay. It went away. It went away. I was gonna sneeze, but it went away. Just to let you know, guys, the kitchen that I'm in right now is the DLC for this game. If you don't have the DLC or don't unlock the kitchen, but I support this game since day one of it announcing its demo, so I got the DLC like right away. Doing pretty good. I've been pretty busy. I'm glad I came to see your stream. Oh, thank you so much for coming. I appreciate that. It's been a hot minute since you've been in the stream, but that's okay. Everyone's schedules is different. I was just introducing the music that we're listening to. So for today's playlist, we are listening to The Tranquil Wonderland. This is actually the playlist that they released for Christmas, but basically it's not like super Christmassy. It just has like a nice vibe to it. So I'm actually pretty excited. Oh my god, the buff stingray! I love it! Hello, Maximus Effort! Thank you so much for coming to the stream. I haven't started drawing yet, but today is an art stream. I'm introducing the music that we're listening to, because anytime I'm drawing, sometimes I go quiet, so I make sure there's music in the background. If you like lo-fi music, this is definitely the game for you if you ever want to do stuff. Yes, it's definitely art time. Also, shout out to Maximum Effort. They are a great streamer. Oh, you know what? Hang on. I have a command for this. Alright, Maximum Effort. I'm gonna see if this command works. Did the command work? Where did it go? The command didn't work. Gosh darn it. It's supposed to bring up a clip. It's supposed to...
Found him.
Oh, there
I
it goes.
found him again. I started traveling. He doesn't notice I'm here, so I'm gonna like stealthily try to enhance and not be seen. I found him, guys. Okay. You know, that's like I'm zoomed in. I'm enhanced. I want to get like a nice, good photo.
Oh, were you? That's a great clip. I love that clip. That was great. Yeah, you're basically simping. I love it. I love it. It's okay. I simped a lot too. In fact, in my stream loots, I have a card that's like "Stop Simping, Pick Fairy," that someone could play. He is a hot bird, though. Yeah. You know, you should see the bird from fucking Little Witch in the Woods. That one, whew, she's a hot bird too. She's a nice mixy bird. We were playing Little Witch in the Woods yesterday, and whew, when she first came into my peripheral, I was like, God damn, she is a character. Oh yeah, right. Okay, so the music we're listening to is Tranquil Wonderland, which is their Christmas playlist, which even though it's a Christmas playlist, you can't really tell it's Christmas. The music's just good vibe. For sound effects today, I'm going to go ahead and change the sound effects to some thunder and some rain, because I feel like rain noises today. Some nice thunder and rain. Even though it's sunny as hell outside, I feel like listening to rain. I'm gonna increase the volume of this just a little bit more. There we go. Isn't that nice sounding?
I love that. Maximum Effort says, the rest of that clip is funny because it ends with me saying it's good not to draw so much attention to yourself, and it cuts to me being right next to him. That's funny. That's funny. That's really great. I'm gonna have to edit that command to see if it can show longer clips. Oh yeah, the thunderstorm ambience is nice. I pet the teapot. I do want to let you guys know that I have a really nice smoothie that I made. It has bananas, strawberries, some banana yogurt, and some ice cubes. It is quite possibly the best smoothie I've ever made. My god, it's delicious. Alright, we're switching to the art program. At least... Oh wait, where's my mouse? There's my mouse. Okay, sorry. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, we are about to do Artfight attacks. For those of you who don't know what Artfight is, it's a competitive art trading game. Basically, you draw people's OCs based on their profiles, and the more detail you put into their OC, the more points that attack receives. If you type !Artfight into the chat, you will get a link to my Artfight channel. Or my Artfight profile, I mean. Today, we have included Friendly Fire into the wheel. So this wheel has a bunch of characters from Team Fossil, but it also has characters from Team Crystal, which, by the way, I am Team Crystal this year. Time to spin the wheel to determine which character we're going to draw. And go! Oh, someone just put in the chat, I'm Team Fossil. That's really cool. Oh, it looks like we're doing a Friendly Fire this time. We are doing Ying. Okay. Let me remove that from the list. And then we'll hide this real quick. She says, trying to find the window. Ah, there's the window. Okay. So today, we're starting off with a Friendly Fire. Let me go ahead and get the reference out. So, this is a character named Ying. Oh, Lemon Shark just put in the chat that they have 20 attacks and 1 Friendly Fire. That's amazing. Good on ya. That's fucking fantastic. Sorry for my language, but that's just really cool. That's amazing that you already have 20. Oh, Idea Maker's in the chat. Welcome, Idea Maker, to the chat. Thank you, Nightbot, for welcoming Idea Maker. So the first character we're going to draw is definitely Ying, which is this cute little jackalope character that's adorable as fuck. Lemon says, this is my first art fight. Oh, that's awesome! This is like my 3rd or 4th art fight myself. Because I was in Team T back in 2018, and then I skipped a few years, and then I was in 2020, I think, and then I was, no, I think I was in, because I was like in Team Vampires that one year, and then I was in Team Seaphone, and now I am Team Crystal. If you type !Artfight into the chat, you will get a link to my profile. I try to do revenges when I can, but I don't revenge every single attack because it's just hard to keep up with some people's. But so far I actually already have 2 attacks already, which is crazy. Alright, this is the part where I need to move the microphone. And then I need to scoot closer to my drawing tablet. Wow. Scoot, 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 scoot. Can you guys hear me okay? I hope you can hear me okay. Alright. Okay, we need to change this to 25. There we go. Alright, this is gonna be adorable as hell. I'm having fun just attempting the shape. Okay, we're going to do the little bunny mouse. The little bunny mouse is going to be right here. And then we do here. I want him to be smiling. I don't want him to be frowning. I'm going to do like a little smile. No smile. No smile. Alright, and then we're going to go ahead and drill his ears. So his ears are going to be right here. His ears. Oh, hang on a second. Okay. Trying to do the same shape. I feel like I need to make this a little bit bigger so it matches that end. There we go. Ooh, somebody just redeemed something. Kitty came in then coming in with the hydrate. Thank you so much for the hydrate. Oh, Kitty also said happy meow day to you, Remy. Oh yeah. I announced that at the beginning of the live stream. Hang on. Oh, I need to save. Okay. Hang on a sec. Hang on. There we go. Alright, everybody. For those of you who don't know, today is Remy's birthday. This is what Remy looks like. Remy is adorable as heck. And she is precious and awesome. Oh, Idea Maker just spent the channel points to activate Let's See Remy. However, Remy is using the bathroom right now. This is bad timing. Okay, that's why I brought up this picture. I heard her scratching at her cat litter box. So I don't know if she's done using the bathroom. Give her a few minutes and she'll come around here, and then I'll turn on the camera and then you can see her, okay? Bad timing. Bad timing. It is Remy's special day. I'm pretty excited for it. Yes, exactly. Alright. back to the sketch. Back to the sketch. Back to the sketch. Alright, we're gonna add little ear tuffles, because I think ear tuffles are cute. He doesn't have ear tuffles in his design, but I'm gonna add ear tuffles, because I think ear tuffles are cute. And I think it would be perfect. Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to do a new layer for his antlers. So his antlers I feel like should be like right here. And then I'm going to go ahead and do a symmetry tool right there to help me figure this out. So we're just going to nice, we got the antlers. Actually, hang on. Let me go ahead and erase this right here. Erase that right there. And then I'm going to go ahead and make this kind of like a blue. So that way you can see it better. Alright, cool. Man, because of the horns, you can barely tell that the ear fluffles are there. Oh well. Alright, well, technically, if I wanted to, I could technically retract them a little bit. Alright, WizBot, thank you for deleting that spam bot out of my chat. Fucking spam bots, I swear to God. Why do they always come to my channel? I don't know. But this is why I have WizBot. Keeping track of them. Alright. Whatever. We're going to go ahead and make this smaller. There we go. And then I'm going to make this a bit better. Have it be right here. And then right there. Okay. Alright, and then I'm going to go ahead and have this kind of right here. Actually, I feel like it needs to be a little bit more than that. Oh, hang on a second. I didn't do that face right. It needs to be more this way. There we go. Gotta have those luscious cheeks. Those luscious cheeks. No, it's not your fault. Pick. Why did I just say it's not your fault? Pick to myself. I meant to say it's not your fault, idea maker. I don't know why I said that out loud like that. My bad. Anyways, let me go ahead and ruffle these up real quick. I feel like this side should reflect the other side a little bit. He's a fluffy boy. Fluffy boy. Alright, hitting save. I am going to check my phone because somebody texted me. Okay. Alright, cool. Alright. Lemon, if you're still in the chat, by the way, you're welcome to share your art fight into the chat if you want me to add you to the list of attacks. I'm not sure if you're still in the chat or not, but just in case. I kind of want him to be like right here with his paws. So like his paws are right here. And then we have like a paw right here and a paw right here. Alright, and then we're going to do the paw, the paw, the paw, and the paw. And then we want his body to kind of be right here. I feel like right here would be good. And then we can have his back leg kind of right here, and then he has his foot kind of right here, sort of, or maybe it needs to be right here. Yeah, that looks a bit better. So his back leg's kind of right here. There we go. Alright. And then I feel like his other leg can be right here. Actually, hang on. I'm gonna move this. I'm gonna move this because I feel like it's a little off. Move just right. Right here. Right here. And then his little tail will be right here. His little fluffy tail. There we go. This is coming along. This is coming along. It's not too shabby. You know, coffee, you're supposed to be, or not coffee, that's Nightbot and coffee. Nightbot and coffee went back to back that time. Nightbot's supposed to do that every 45 minutes. I don't know why that did it at the 35-minute. Whatever. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and sketch out the wings. I feel like the wings should be right here. Actually, let me go ahead and do a new layer. We'll add the symmetry tool right here, and then we'll just put it together. And then there's supposed to be there we go. Okay, cool. And then I'm gonna take this and move it just slightly right there. Okay, cool. Alright, I think we have the basic sketch done. I think he is about good. Oh wait, hang on. Before we do anything else, we need to also sketch all of his little dots, so we don't mess up his dots. So we have dot right here, 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 dot here, dot here. There we go. And then we have dot, 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 and then dot, 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 dot. And then there's supposedly dots on his wings. Oh, hang on. There we go. Much better. And then back to the body. We need a stripe right here, stripe right here, stripe right here, stripe right there, stripe right there, stripe right there, and then dot, 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 dot. And then there needs needs to be dots where his tail is. And then I feel like his tail should be more flat here. Somebody just texted me. Oh, Bluey just put in the chat, "Hey Pick, you're not in here friendly firing again, are you?" What if I told you I am? What if I told you that I am doing a friendly fire? Look, man, the wheel decided. I spin a randomizer wheel on which attack I do, and the wheel decided for a friendly fire. I am sorry. It is not my fault. Totally not my fault. Okay, I don't like how that looks, so I'm going to erase it. There we go. Okay. Alright. The sketch is done. This is honestly going to be a nice, quick attack. This is a nice little quick sketch. Bluey's like, "Peck, look, man, it's not my fault. The wheel decided. Bluey, the wheel decided. Okay, I put all my characters I have bookmarked into a randomizer wheel, and it spun a friendly fire. Okay, it's not my fault." I plead the fifth. Anyway. Bluey just put in the chat, "But Carl, that kills people." I mean, technically. Look, man, it's not my fault that they also just so happen to make, they also just so happened to make friendly fire worth more this year than they did last year. So it's actually a good thing to do. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and do like a yellowish brown for the outline. Like a yellowish brown. Oh, I need to change the brush size. The brush size is not a good number. The brush size was like 1,000 for some reason. Okay, there we go. What if I told you that this is going to be a nice little drawing, and it's totally fine that it's a friendly fire. Okay, maybe it's not completely fine, but look, man, it's not my choice. The wheel decided. The wheel. Oh, Okie dokie. We have the basic outline done. We're about to do some colors and stuff in a second. I'm gonna hit save. We're gonna go ahead and zoom in on these eyes and try to capture the eyes. Okay. Okay, ignore the fact this looks really creepy. Ignore the fact that that's creepy. It'll look cute in a second. We're gonna make it look cute in a second, I promise. Just ignore the fact that it looks really creepy right now. It'll be cute in a second, I promise. Okay, there we go. It'll look cute in a second, I promise. Dude! Oh my god! Somebody just did a resub! Jesus Christ! Woo! Damn! Alright. Thank you for the resub. Fuck. My brain. Yes, another month, another jump scare. You got me. You got me good. Fuck. Whew. Shit. Okay, I'm good. Thank you for the resub, Midnight. Damn, that scared the shit out of me. Oh, look at the cuteness. The little cuteness, yes. The little cuteness of the eyes. The eyes are so cute. The eyes are so cute and adorable. They're so cute. It's so cute. PNG tuber, why aren't you moving? Okay, there it goes. It's moving now. Alright, cool. We got the eyes done. That's not what I meant to do. Time to go. Need dots. Dotty dots. Man, the chat's been really active for this live stream. I really appreciate everyone dropping in, by the way. A lot of people have been dropping in today. I want you to know I appreciate y'all. Appreciate y'all real good. Okay. Is there any on the ears? There are some on the ears. Okay. Okay. I hope you guys are enjoying the rain sound effects as much as I am. I love me some good rain sound effects. Oh, I didn't realize it was. Okay. Okay, there should be. That should do it. And then we will do down. We need to do this. We need to do this. And this. And this. And this. And this. And this. And then do this. Oh, hang on a second. That's too dark. I feel like that's too dark. There we go. That looks way better. I forgot to do this part. There we go. And then we need some white. So for those of you just joining us, we are doing an Artfight attack. This is going to be a friendly fire. I am attempting to do the white in some of these aspects, as you may be noticing. Yes, the white. The white is good. I feel like this needs to be... Okay. I feel like it needs to be a little bit more white. Okay. We're gonna do another layer. And I'm going to blend the fuck out of this. Alright, we're gonna blend this in a little bit. There we go. Make it look a little bit more dashing. Oh, he's looking so cute. He's looking so cute and adorable. Yes, he is. Yes, he is. He's looking so sophisticated. I think I chose a very sophisticated pose for him. Yes, I did. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and give this some color. Give his horns some nice little shading in a second. Okay. And then we're gonna go ahead and let's see. Oh yeah, I need to do that one in a second. Go ahead and do this and do that. We need this one, fill, and then we need this kind of and then we're going to blur it. There we go. He's looking really good so far. He's looking really good. I think we're doing pretty good. Alright, and then I need to shade this thing. And then I need to... Oh, I forgot the tail. I gotta do the tail. cute little tiny. Alright, and then I feel like I should do some more shading on the face of it. I feel like it needs this little. There we go, that looks a bit better. Alright, and then I need to do this one. And I need to do right here. Okay. Oh, forgot about right there. Alright, peoples, we are now hiding the sketch. We are done with the sketch. We are done with the flat colors. We're about to do just a little bit of shading, not much, just a little bit. I'm gonna go ahead and put this away real quick. Alright, this is what we got so far. He's looking pretty good. He's looking pretty adorable. You're gonna go ahead and do the shading now. And the way I do shading is I just do purple as the shadow and I just kind of go at it. I just kind of have fun with it. I feel like the lighting is pretty much in the center, so it has and then we can do right there, right there. Alright, so the goal of this live stream, by the way, is to try to at least do 2 attacks. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this or not. But we'll see. Alright. That should be good. We'll go ahead and blur it. Blur it a bit more. Multiply. Lower the opacity a little bit. Get that blur tool out. Or the blend tool. Kind of just blend that in a little bit. A little bit of shading, not much, just a little bit. Alright. We're gonna go ahead and outline this bitch. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Selection from layer. We have white. Outline selection 30. Here we go. There we go. Now to change the canvas size. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and make this all the way white. Oh, look at that. That's looking good. Midnight says, I'm playing Delta Force at the moment. That's fine. If you need to mute the stream because you gotta focus on something and then come back to it, that's perfectly fine. I don't mind that. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and put something in the background. What should we put in the background? I guess we can do this grass. We can do this grass. Do like a dark blue. we have finished this attack. I feel like this attack is pretty good. Where is my logo? I'm trying to remember where I put my logo. Oh yes, I'm in the wrong folder. That's why I'm not finding it. There it is. There we go. There we go. Alright. Ladies and gentlemen, we have finished the first attack of this live stream. Woot woot woot. I'm looking forward to this. We're gonna go ahead and export this baby. Excuse me. And then we're going to create the thumbnail in just a second. Also, I'm holding the mic a little bit closer, so my voice might have gotten louder. This is attack number 5, by the way. We are slowly but surely making this known. There we go. And then we will export this thumbnail. And then we'll save. Okay, cool. Alright, peeps. We're gonna go ahead and pause the music. Now that we have finished at least one attack, I'm gonna pause the music, pause the sound effects, and go do an AFK break. So enjoy this video from Winged Canvas. I will be right back. Hang on a second, it did the wrong window. Wrong window. There it goes. Sorry about that.
Layer by accident. I'll show you some of my best digital art hacks that I share with my students all the time to fix their most common mistakes. If you'd like a list of these hacks, plus how to use them in different programs like Krita, Photoshop, and Procreate, you can grab our brand new companion guide. Click the link below. You don't need to be a pro to understand how to use them, so I really encourage everybody to play around. If you're drawn on the same layer by accident, all you need to do is to make a correction layer, and specifically a level correction layer. And what you do is you adjust these bars at the top to turn up the brightness of the overall drawing. Then I'm gonna adjust this bar so that our line art is a lot more visible. Our goal here is for the background to be completely white. And just like that, we have our correction layer. And to make sure that this is a bright white, if I color pick it, you can see that it's the peak white. Now what we're doing here is we're setting up for the feature under edits, convert brightness to opacity. So just like the name says, the brighter a color is, the more transparent it is. We had that set up with the level corrections so that the brightness of the background is very bright, which will be converted to transparent, and then our sketch will be very dark, which will be converted to opaque. In other words, no change. You could see that it's back to normal, and I could draw underneath it just like a normal layer would be. And as another example, on the off chance that you accidentally merged it with a color layer, try to turn it black and white by right-clicking, new correction layer, hue and saturation, and then turning the saturation all the way down till it's gray. And then you repeat the steps that we talked about earlier. There are a million different colors that you could use for your artwork. It's an important skill to unify all these colors that you use to really improve your artwork. Luckily for you, there are many ways to unify your artwork with layer blending modes in Clip Studio Paint. Remember, it's not about which layer mode you use. What's important is the end result. Let's go over some of my favorite ones and how I use them. Every time I begin my paintings, I like to put down the base colors, which means putting down the basic colors before lighting and shadows. And one way I like to unify all these colors so that they look like they all fit together is with an overlay layer. So for example, I have Nikki and I'll color pick the sky. And what I'll do is I'll make a new layer and turn it into a clipping layer so that it only affects Nikki. I'll put a nice coat of overlay and then turn down the opacity. What that did is it gave all the colors a touch of blue to them compared to before and after. If you'd like a list of these hacks, plus how to use them in different programs like Krita, Photoshop, and Procreate, you can grab our brand new companion guide. Click the link below. Now, I'll do the same for Momo. I'll color pick that, and I'll make a new layer on top, but overlay, give Momo the same treatment, and turn it down just a little bit. And then, I'll do the same for the background. You see these green plants? They stand out a lot. So what I will do is make an overlay layer. Then I'll turn it down just a little bit. Overlay makes bright colors brighter and dark colors even darker, to put it simply. Here's a before and after. Before, it's a very vibrant green. And now there's like a touch of blue, making it slightly teal and fits in the overall color scheme. If you want to keep these changes, you could select both of the layers, right-click, and then merge selected layers. It does a great job of unifying the colors, letting the color you used on the layer and the layer it's affecting meet halfway. Now to add shadows, I love using the multiply layer. It's the perfect layer for adding shadows, and I think it's a must-know for every digital artist. For example, I'll add a multiply layer and have it clip on to Nikki. Just like with overlay, it does unify the colors by having one big shadow. You can adjust the saturation and brightness of the color you use to make it fit the atmosphere you want. And then, you're able to carve out the lights by erasing parts of it. This is a really fun way of shading your artwork if it's very heavy on lighting and shadows. But also, you could do the complete opposite, where you have an empty layer, set it to multiply, and just simply draw in the shadows where they need to be. I'm gonna add a shadow underneath, right here, the parts where light does not reach. And of course, doesn't have to be limited to just one color. What I like to do is to lock transparency, and then maybe I'll go for like a more purple shadow, just like this. And then add a multiply onto her dress. And again, I'll make another shadow layer for the skirt. So you can see that I'm only using one multiply layer. It's just that in my layers, all my colors are in one layer, but in reality, you could use as many as you can. Just like with multiply, I'll have all the shadows in one layer. And another extra icky step that I like to do is I like to separate the sketch. So now we have 4 different layers. We have Momo on its own layer. We have the Whimstar, Nikki, and then the flowers. The reason why I separated them is now I'll grab the Nikki sketch layer, then hit multiply on there, and then change the color of the sketch so that I could make it a part of the painting. Instead of picking a black line art, I wanted it to be like slightly more blue. Yeah, and you could see that's another freedom that these layers provide, is that having them on separate layers lets you adjust and change your mind midway through the drawing. You're open to customize and change stuff as you go. Now I feel comfortable merging them all together. So now Nikki is all in one layer. And then I'll be repeating this process pretty much all throughout with the other characters. Now, I want to take this time to talk a little bit about folders, because you probably use them to organize your layers. But sometimes you may notice that they act a little bit differently. For example, I make a multiply layer on the inside, and I shade everything as normal, so it's affecting all the layers below it. But once it starts to bleed outside of the colors, you can see that the gray is not being affected. This is because the folders isolate them from the outside. So to fix this, simply have your folder be set to through mode so that it affects everything below it, even the stuff outside of the folder. Another nice thing I like to do with multiply is it's also really good for making your overall drawing feel brighter. For example, this whim star right here that I'm coloring, it's supposed to be really bright, and instead of adding super bright colors like white, I darken the shadows a little bit so that in comparison, everything looks darker, and it's a nice setup when I use the other layer modes to really brighten everything up. I really love using these layer modes as a way to set up my colors because it's very important as a painter to make all your colors work together and not just haphazardly add random colors just because you feel like it. Now, I've merged all my layers together so it makes for a nicer experience when I'm painting. And here's another use I like to apply with multiply is if I feel like the skin's a little bit too pale, I use multiply to touch it up. Now this one looks a little bit overdone for now. Then I use my lock alpha, then start to lighten up the skin. So here's like a before and then an after. Alright, while I'm here, I want to explain how I blend with my color picker. I have the shadow and I have the base color of the skin. So what I do first is I pick this and then I lightly press so that it's not the full color. So here's the comparison. This is if I press really hard, and then this one is the one I press really lightly. This is the color that mixes between skin color and the shadow. And so what I do is I color pick that one. And then that's what I start to
Alright, I am back. Apologies, folks. I am back. Thank you so much for watching the AFK video. I forgot to change the title of the AFK video, but that was supposed to be 9 digital art hacks. I meant to change the title, but I did not. My bad. Alright, playing the music. We're gonna go ahead and change the sound effects. We'll change the sound effects to Ocean Serenade. Oh yeah, some ocean waves. Alright, so we're gonna submit this attack on the Artfight. We're gonna see how many points it got us before we continue with the next attack. Let me go ahead and open up my thingamajig. Where is Ying? Ying, where are you? Ah, there you are. Yeah, this was a friendly fire, but that's okay. Alright, so this is full body. Okay, this is the 5th attack. And then we have the thumbnail. Excuse me. This is drawing, lined, clean color, minimal shading, abstract background. There we go. And with that, we are good. Maybe I should do a simple shaped character for this one. I feel like this is a simple shape character instead of full body. Yeah, we'll do simple shape character. Alright, and confirm. This is a simple shaped character, clean color, no shading pattern, lined. It is a very small worth amount of points, but that's okay. I am submitting the attack. The attack has been submitted. Yes. I love it. Love it. It looks amazing. We actually did pretty decent on this one. This one turned out pretty good. Alright, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the wheel. Where'd be the wheel? There's the wheel. Okay. So, for those of you who wasn't here earlier, these are all the characters that I want to draw this year. I'm probably not going to draw all of them, but the wheel decides which one we will do next. Go! Which one will the wheel decide? The wheel has decided on Merida. Merida is a really fun one. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and turn that off now. So Merida is a Legend of Zelda OC that I found. And I've been wanting to do more Legend of Zelda OCs, so this is fine. The question is, did I remember to save the... Did I remember to save? I think I saved it under Dragon. You know what? I don't think I saved it to this folder. Hang on a second. Give me a moment. I think it's in the Legend of Zelda OC folder. Ah! Yes! Okay, save image as... Oh, I did save it. Hang on a second. I'm a dumbo. I'm a dumbzo. I didn't... Midnight says, I don't see my character on there. Midnight, are you on Artfight? I didn't know you were on Artfight. I legit did not know you were on Artfight. I gotta be honest. Oh, there it is. Well, the wheel has characters from Artfight. If you were on Artfight, I wouldn't mind attacking you, but I didn't even know if you were on the website. Alright, so this is the character we're about to draw. It is a Legend of Zelda Dragon OC. I feel like this one's good. She's honestly really, really cute. This is going to be a hard challenge to capture how beautiful she is. Oh, Midnight says, nah, I'm not. Yeah, the people on the wheel are from Artfight. That's why I'm drawing them. Ugh. Because I'm doing attacks. This be a lot of attacks. Okie dokie. God, she's so adorable. This is gonna be hard to pull off, guys. This is gonna be hard to pull off, but I will try my best. Alright. So we have the head. Kind of right here. There is a slight. There we go. Okay, I got it. I got it. Alright, cool. And then we have the nose. Kind of right here. I feel like her nose needs to be smaller. There we go. Nice small nose. Alright, cool. Thank you so much for watching those ads. I really appreciate you guys watching those ads. Watching those ads helps supports me, so I appreciate it. We are now on attack number 6. And we are doing this beautiful Water Dragon Legend of Zelda OC. I'm going to try to do her justice. It's gonna be hard because she is beautiful as fuck. But I will try. I'm gonna try to do her justice, but I'm probably not going to succeed. it's probably not gonna be as amazing as she is. Alright, so her hair is kind of right here. And she has kind of right there. And right there. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and lower the opacity of this, and I'm gonna try to do this appropriately. There we go. I'm attempting to capture her luscious locks. Okay, and then we have like a attempting to capture this. Okay, so then right here. Okay. And then I'm going to attempt to do So what I'm doing is I'm trying to capture the artist's interpretation of the hair while also doing it in my own style. Okie dokie. And then I'm going to attempt the rest of her hair. Okay. So it's kind of right here. Okay, so she has like a lot of hair, but that's okay. She's a water dragon. Okay, we're gonna go ahead, raise the opacity of that one a little bit, and I'm going to erase place these. Okay. Okay. Not too bad. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and draw her horns. So her horns, she has kind of like right here and here. So we'll go ahead. So that one is right here. That one is right here. Alright, we got the horns. Midnight says, one more Black Ops raid, and that's it for today. Nice. I wish you good luck. I hope you win. I know you said that like a few minutes ago, but I meant to say it out loud. I just got caught up in the sketch. Okay. So far, the hair is looking pretty good. Alright. So we have the neck kind of right here. And then we have the shoulder, and then the shoulder. Keep in mind that this is just kind of a pose that I'm working on. Alright, so it's kind of right here. I am attempting to give the right. Alright. I accidentally made her a little bit more plump than I meant to, but that's okay. It's looking really good. Alright, we're gonna go ahead, have this kind of right here. This one's kind of right here. And I feel like it would be cute if I somehow had her right here. And then her waist would be right here. So her belly button would be kind of right there. A little belly button. Okay, and then I'm gonna try right there, and then I'm gonna put this right here. I need this to be a little bit more this way. I kind of want to draw her mermaid form because I feel like she would have a mermaid form. Alright, so her arm's kind of right here. Alright, I'm gonna lower this all for a second. Alright, and then I'm gonna attempt to... Oh, you know what? Her hair is not done. Her hair has more locks to it. Right here. Hang on. I need to draw those locks. There we go. And then I need to do like right here, here, and here. And then we'll go ahead and do like one right there. Alright, have some of that. And then we need to do her wings. Her wings are important. Gotta do her wings. So her wings are kind of... So they're kind of like right here. Here. So we have kind of like this. Okay, we got the wing planned out. Now we just need to copy and paste it and flip it. And I need to do right there. There we go. Nice. Wings are looking good. Wings are looking real good. Alright, and then I need to fix the hair a little bit. Okay. Looking good, looking good. We're gonna go ahead and raise the opacity of that one a little bit. Alright, we are at the phase where the sketch is done. I do want to sketch some clothes though. I'm trying to think of like something cool for her, because I want her to have like a cool kind of, excuse me, hang on a second, actually. Gotta make sure to include the tail. Oh yeah, the tails should point out right here. So kind of like right here. This is where the tail is. So like the tail's circled around, kind of thing. Alright, I need to think of like some clothes. So I want this to kind of be different. I want this to be kind of like so. And then I was thinking this would be like a little scale effect. And then I want this to have kind of like shells. So like
Another follower takes flight.
oh, thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate that. Oh, Seagoat Games. Thank you so much for coming. Yes, you've already found the Artfight command, which gives my profile. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. What team are you on, Seagoat? Are you Team Fossils or are you Team Crystal? Because I'll have you know, I am doing friendly fire and attacks. I am doing both, baby. Okay, I feel like it'd be really cool if she had like a bunch of necklaces. Like some, like really, like it would be really cool if she had like pearls kind of like dangling off of her body. And then like have it kind of dangle off kind of thing. I feel like it'd be kind of cool if she had that. If she had like some dangly pearls. Ooh, that looks really cool. I think that's gonna look really nice. I think that's gonna be a nice detail. Midnight just came back to the chat and says, nope, I need to do one more raid. You go ahead, Midnight. Do your one more raid. Oof, this is gonna be a nice attack. I'm actually pretty excited for this attack. This is looking really, really cute so far. Okay. Let me go ahead and start the outlining. Because we need to outline this bitch. To lower all the opacity to 34, but whatever. Alright, we're gonna hit save real quick. We haven't saved in a while. Alright. Seagoat says, I've seen you on Blue Sky. I've been following you a little bit for there. I thought your name looked familiar. Thank you so much for coming to my Twitch stream. Appreciate ya. What if I told you that my smoothie turned into foam? Oh my god. My smoothie is nothing but foam at the top. So I just took a sip of foam. Let me like mix it up in my cup a little bit. Is that supposed to be a emoji of Jeff spinning his tail? Like for Marvel Rivals? Or is that just a shark OC? Oh my god, that's so cute. You know, speaking of Jeff, in Season 3, they're going to do a Deadpool plushie that you can equip on Jeff, and every time you kill someone, Deadpool's butt dances in the corner for you. It's gonna be amazing. In case you didn't know that. Yes, right? It's gonna be great. It's gonna be fucking fantastic. Alright, so for this OC, I feel like we should do like a dark blue for the outline. Like a nice crisp blue. Alright. Yes! I like how many emojis you're putting in the chat. I love it. Alright guys, there's gonna be an ad break in less than a minute. These ads help support me as an affiliate, so I do appreciate y'all for watching those ads. I just got a hydrate reminder. Thank you for that hydrate. I will drink some water. I've been drinking my smoothie, but technically that's not water. Thank you for the hydrate. Alright, we have hydrated. Oof, this is looking nice and crisp. Nice and crisp line work. Oh my god! I missed all of those emotes being on the freaking thing. Oh my god, I can't believe I turned my head and I look back and you guys spammed all those emotes. Did all of those emotes appear on the emote wall? Oh my god, that was great. Sharing is caring, yep. Midnight also put their emotes. Oh my goodness, Midnight, those emotes look good. Excuse me. Oof, that was a big burp. So right now we're in the outlining phase where I'm just going through and outlining this. It's a lot of fun. Alright, I need to somehow figure out what I'm gonna do with these pearls. Okay, I'm gonna do, a lower line stroke for the pearls. Let's try to do 20. my goodness, thank you so much for the... Oh, it's the booper meme. I've been booped. Me? Thank you for the boop. Seagoat says, this is my first year doing Artfight. Congrats! I am so happy for you. Artfight can be a lot of fun. A lot of fun. It can also be a little stressful. But it can also be really freeing. Because not only are you just drawing a bunch of people, you can have your own OCs drawn. And it's really, really fun. Dare I say, it is also really good for practice. Oh, that looks so good. I'm excited how that looks. That looks really good. Doesn't that look cool, guys? I'm really excited how this is looking. I'm really excited how this is looking. Seagoat says yes, it's been a lot of fun. Yeah. It is a lot of fun. Okay. Okay. Seagoat says, I'm trying a lot of new techniques, not having deadlines or really any worries about the baggage of commissions, just getting to draw and make someone smile has been really nice. Hell yeah. Hell yeah, it has. I love that kind of energy. That kind of energy is great. I've honestly been loving. I've been loving a lot of my commissions, but I've also loved working on these, just 'cause it's a lot of fun either way. Oh, hang on a second. I accidentally drew that wrong. This needs to be right here. And that's gonna be right there. I was gonna do another one right there, but I think it looks fine the way it is. Alright. Alright, we're gonna go ahead, do a nice curl. there. And then I'm gonna zoom out for a second. This outline's looking really good. Alright, okay. Alright, then we're gonna switch to the black. Seagoat says, it's also great for promoting and meeting people. All around's been great. How many attacks are you up to? I'm up to 17. Whew! Seagoat, you are way ahead of me. This is my... I'm on attack number 6, bro. This is attack number 6. I am nowhere near that close. Excuse me. Yeah, I'm nowhere near that. Hashtag art major. Did you just put hashtag art major in the chat? Damn. I draw for like 8 hours a day most days. Damn! Good for you. You know, I technically have a degree, but it's in graphic design, not illustration. So unfortunately I didn't get to learn a bunch of illustration techniques. I'm kind of self-taught, but not self-taught at the same time. Like, I've taken a few drawing courses, but not that many. My degree taught me how to make advertisements, like magazine ads or billboard ads. And then I found out no one's hiring for that, so... yeah. Say la vie. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and have fun and do her eyes, because I feel like doing her eyes. Just for the fuck of it. I love doing the eyes of a character. The eyes is one of my favorite parts to do. That's some good shit. That's some good shit. Seek out, say BRB, lurk for a few minutes. Yep, that's fine. Go ahead and lurk. Her eyes are turning out pretty good. Her eyes looking pretty good. Wait a second. So she has a water droplet forehead gem. It can be white or it can be yellow. Okay. I guess we'll do like a yellow for it. And then we'll just there we go. Okay, cool. That's not what I meant to do. That's not what I meant to do. Cancel. I meant to hit the save button, not the close button. Okay. Oh, I forgot the horns. Hang on a second. Here I am doing all this detail on the eyes, and I completely forgot to do the fucking horns. Okay. Horns are important. And then I need to do the wings. I haven't even touched the wings. I need to do the wings. Okay. Alright, that one's good. I'll go ahead and get this one done. Alright. Boom, bada boom, bada boom. Bada boom. Go ahead and do that right there. Alright, the outlining is pretty much done. Pretty much done. Pretty much good with the outlining. We're gonna go ahead and turn off the sketch layer. Nice. This is looking good. This is looking good. Alright, we also need to change the canvas size because it's bothering me. There we go. This is looking really good. I'm looking forward to sketching this. I mean, coloring it. I've already sketched it, but you know. You know what I meant. Alright, let's see if the magic wand tool can properly do this. Let's see, right there, and right here, and right there. Perfect. Nice, nice, nice. And then we'll deselect. And then we'll select the face, the bod, the arm, the belly, and this arm, and that too. Which we're gonna go ahead, edit, and fill, and then deselect, and then I'm going to do the horns, deselect, and then the wing right there, and then this wing right here. Oh, hang on a second. I just realized this needs to be closed off right here. I didn't realize it wasn't closed. Let's try this again. There we go, that's much better. There we go. And then this needs to be right here and here. And then that needs to be that color. Okay. We're gonna go ahead and do the pearls next. I'm thinking the pearls should be next. I kind of want them to be this color. And then we'll highlight the shit out of them. I gotta be honest, guys, I didn't even bother counting the ones that are hanging off. I just drew it randomly. So they're not even properly done, but whatever. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and selection from layer, do another layer, and then I'm going to do the white. And I just want to Alright, and then we're going to deselect, and I am going to attempt to cover up all those holes, because there is a lot more holes than I intended there to be. Okay. Nice, nice, nice. Alright, so the pearls are kind of done, but I'm probably gonna add more shading to them later. Oh, welcome back, Sea Goat. Welcome back, welcome back. We are in the coloring stage of this attack. Alright, so I feel like for these, I want to make them kind of like a purplish. Or maybe like a pinkish? Nah, we'll do purple. I feel like purple would be good. And then what I want to do is some really cool shading on it. So I want to do kind of like, I want to do like some And then I feel like it would be cool if there was like some white dots. Kind of like that. Alright, I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. That's not the effect I wanted, but it's kind of what I was going for, so I guess I'll keep it for now. And then what I want to do is I kind of want to do her tail. Her tail's supposed to have like a little scale thing to it. I want want to do like a darkish blue. And I wanted to do kind of like oh, hang on, I meant to do that in a separate layer. Apologies. Okay. So what I'm doing is I'm going to draw and imply all of these scales. But I'm going to blur it just a tiny bit. Just a tiny bit. And I want to make this kind of like a silverish gray. And I wanted to do kind of like a nice little shade to it. Kind of like that. Alright, a lot of the flat colors are pretty much done. Now we just have to do some shading, which I'm about to do in just a second. Alright. For those of you new here, what I do for shading is I color my shadows in to where I think they're going to be in purple, and then I go through and I multiply it and then I lower the opacity. That's how I do my shading. It's kind of lazy, but it's kind of works for me, so. Seagoat says, I think I do a lot. I think a lot do that. I do that sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, that's no problem. Everybody's different. A lot of people do different things. To be honest, I probably will do a little bit of highlights as well. Just a wee little bit. I'm not too worried about it right now though. Dude, I had a dream the other night where my aunt and uncle moved into my house, but for some reason their baby was aging backwards. It was creepy as heck. I was like freaking out because it was just like every day that passed, the baby just got younger and younger, and it was really creepy. I don't know why I just started thinking about it, but it just popped in my head. Alright. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and do a tiny bit right here. There we go. And then we're going to blur it. There we go. Multiply. And then we're gonna get the blending tool. And we're gonna blend the fuck out of that. Oh, we forgot to do the horns. Meant to do the horns. Alright, cool. I just realized something. There we go. I fixed it. I fixed it. Alright, I went ahead and saved because it's been a while since we've saved. This is looking pretty good. Pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and do the other thing that I wanted to do with the pearls real quick. I wanted to do kind of like a blue glow on it. I wanted them to like glow blue because I wanted them to look like they are emanating with magic. I wanted them to have kind of like a blue to it. Like they're glowing blue. Kind of like that. A little bit like that. So they have like a magical effect to them. I'm gonna go ahead and blend some of that. There we go. That's kind of the effect I wanted. And then we're gonna go ahead and what else should we do? What else should we do? I guess we can do some white highlights. Oh, you know what we forgot? We forgot her little cheeky bits. Her little cheeky bits. We forgot her little cheeky bits. Hang on. She has these little spots on her cheeks.
Alright, and then I'm gonna go ahead and do kind of like this. There we go. I almost forgot her cheeky bits. Okay. And then, oh, she does have cheeky bits on her arm. We need to get those. We need to get those as well. Hang on a second. Let me go ahead and get that, because we need to do that. Alright, cool. Alright. We got the little color bits. However, I just realized that there's more on her shoulder, and I need to do her shoulder. God darn it. I didn't realize there's more on her shoulder. Let me do her shoulder. Alright, give me a second. Okay. I need to do the ones on her shoulder. Right there. And right there. Right there. There we go. Okay. Cool. And then I want to do some white. I want to do like some bluish blue, and I want to do like a bluish blue. Okay,
And motion blur. And then lower the opacity just a tiny bit. Kind of give her hair a little bit of a blue. And I want this to be glow. There we go. I want it to glow a little bit. Alright, cool. Honestly, guys, we could add more detail if we wanted to, but I'm not going to. I feel like this is a pretty good amount of detail. I am pretty excited how this turned out. I still don't think I was able to make her as pretty as she is in the reference, but I tried my best to make her look just as pretty. That being said, we're going to go ahead and add the finishing touches, which is my gradient that I like adding to my Artfight attacks. And then the white outline, which we will do right now. I'm gonna go ahead and do some white right here, and right here, and right here, because I feel like that looks better. White. There we go, there we go. And then the logo. Where did it go? Oh. And there we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done with our second attack. It is done. Honestly, I feel like this is a pretty good piece. I feel like this is actually pretty good, and it's not too terrible. I accidentally made her a little bit more busty than I meant to, but that's okay. I hope this is the concept is nice. I hope the concept is nice and appealing to others as it is to me. And then, honestly, I think we did pretty good. I'm gonna go ahead and export this. Export attack number 6. There we go. It's gonna take a minute to export. And then we're going to make a thumbnail for it. For those of you curious, I always try to put the year for my Artfight attacks in the thumbnails. And usually I just search up somebody's thing, because it's just easier that way. And save. Okay. So for those of you who are staying for the whole stream, I really appreciate that. For those of you who joined us just now, you just saw us finish this one, but we also finished this one earlier today. So we have this one is a friendly fire, and this one was an attack. So we got a friendly fire and an attack done at the same time. I'm actually pretty excited about that. The music in the background was provided by Spirit City Lo-Fi Sessions, which is made by Homework Radio on YouTube if you want to look them up. We're gonna go ahead and raid somebody, because I'm about drawn out, and I would like to go ahead and end the stream. So we're gonna raid somebody. Let's see, who should be raid? Who is live right now that I'm following? Oh my god! Kagan Maddock is doing a co-working and studying live stream, and I love the pieces out of her. She has such good energy. We're gonna raid her. She is doing a close-up of her cat in a mushroom bed. It's adorable as hell. Her co-working stream is really, really fun. I totally recommend adding to her to-do list and things that you need to get done, and you can actually scratch them off as you get them done. So I'm going to use her stream to my advantage and get my own shit done, because I have laundry to do, I have dishes to do, and this is going to be helping me a lot. I love the fuck out of her co-working streams. It's really, really fun. Okay. Thank you so much for joining. You guys have a great day. Love y'all.